Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's webinar. My name is Marko, and I'm going to be taking you guys through, the webinar tonight and giving you guys a little bit of information in regarding your health and the company and what we're really about. So, some of you are here because you've heard a little bit about our product, you've heard a little bit about what we do, and you've seen some incredible testimonials out there, and you've seen a lot of people get some results. And ultimately, the person who's probably got you to come onto this webinar has got some pretty good results too, so I've told you to check it out. And then secondly, some of you may be here for a little bit more about the opportunity side of things. You've heard a little bit about the movement that we've got happening around Australia at the moment, and how rapidly we're growing. And you might be looking for a little bit of an extra income. You might be looking to make a lot of extra money. So I'm going to be also touching base on that. So, whatever you're here for, in the next half an hour or so, my goal is to give you as much information as possible, to really show you what we're about, really give you all information you need to know about where we're going. So, as I said earlier, my name is Marko, and I've been doing this within this business for just over 3.5 years now. So, I've been taking these products for, literally for 3.5 years now. And, to be honest, I absolutely love them. I'm the type of guy who loves going out there, loves, eating my food. I love going out there and, having my dinners and, going out there and just enjoying myself. And, the products have really helped me, still stay in shape, still feel good. And that's personally why I absolutely love them, because I'm a true believer of, life's all about living a life of balance. And, unfortunately, as you're going to see in a few slides, we're definitely living not such a balanced life, and that's why we're having a lot of problems out there today. So I'm going to be touching base on a little bit of everything, a little bit of the products, and that's exactly what I'm going to get myself into right now. So, a little bit about our company and the people behind our product. So, just to give you a little bit of reassurance, the products weren't made by me in my up in my apartment. The products have been made by professionals. Our scientific advisory board alone, these guys alone have over 100 years of experience between them. They're the ones, they're the brains behind the products. They've really, sat down, looked at what our body needs, looked at what our body's missing, and, together put one of the best products on the market today, in my opinion. And on the right, you have, our athletic advisory board, some of the top athletes in the world at the moment who are taking our products, who are loving our products, who are getting incredible results, with our products. And this is only a few of them, but no, this product isn't only for the elite athletes. It's for the average person. It's for, Tom, Dick, Harry, Jenny, Louis, Benny, Senny, you name it. Our products are getting taken by, random Joe athletes, dancers, my mum, grandparents. Everybody's taking these products and feeling the difference. And, why are they really doing that? And why is supplementation taking off like no tomorrow? Well, unfortunately, we're living in a world today where, I guess, what in our 1950s, what our grandparents used to call food, today we actually call that organic. Now, it's a little bit of a funny statement, but it's something when you actually think about. In the 1950s, our grandparents used to, eat, have their own vegetables, have their own gardens, have their own, chickens, and, generally that's when a lot of people are a lot healthier. But what's happening in the world today, unfortunately, those minerals and in the vegetables and all of the things that we're eating in our food today don't have the same nutritional value as what they did back in our grandparents' days. This is just a stat graph that shows exactly what's happening in our food today. Now, why do we need our food? Well, our food is our fuel in a sense, okay? And if you have a car, what are you going to do with your car? You're going to put the best fuel possible in your car because you want the car to run in its best. Now, unfortunately, imagine this, guys. Look at what kind of fuel you're putting in your bodies today. And this is just an example as to why we need to supplement. As you can see here, in 1953, one bowl of spinach, okay, to have the equivalent amount today in iron in that bowl of spinach, you need to have 43 bowls of spinach. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's hard enough just to have one bowl of spinach, not to mention have 43 bowls of spinach. You're going to be eating spinach all day, every day, just to have that iron. And this is what you're looking at right here is exactly why we need to supplement. A lot of people going out there and, have their own different theories when it comes to supplementations. But guys, the facts speak for themselves. And unfortunately, this is why if you look outside at the moment, supplementation is growing every single day. More supplements are coming on the shelves. Your shopping centers are having more supplement stores are opening up than ever before, because people are starting to really realize today how important supplementation is and how necessary it is in the life that we're living today. So, generally the problem that we have in the world today is we're actually very overfed, but yet undernourished. So what I mean by that, as you can see on the left-hand side, the typical Western diet is generally full of food with high calories, high in bad fats, high in sugars, high in harmful chemicals, but low in minerals and vitamins, low in antioxidants, low in proteins, low in fibers, and low in good bacteria. So, we live in a world, guys, where what you see on the right is actually what we're supposed to be having. So what our products, in a sense, do, the YOR Health product range, is they just help balance that out. So, our products are low in calories, low in bad fats, low in sugars, low in harmful chemicals, high in antioxidants, high in proteins, high in fibers, high in probiotics, high in enzymes, and high in minerals and vitamins. And that together is what our products really do. So, we are the real deal. Why are we the real deal? Because we are focusing on what your body needs. Okay? That's all we're looking at. We're looking at what your body can't get in today's day in food, and all we are doing is supplementing the difference. We're not telling you to, starve yourself and rely on shakes and don't have anything about that. It's not about that. We focus on giving your body what it needs, and what we focus on that is what we call the 4 pillars of health. So, pillar number 1 is digestion, so absorption of what you're eating. So, the good old saying goes, of you are what you absorb. That used to be true. Today, you are what you eat. That used to be true. And now it's you are what you absorb. So just because you're eating something, it doesn't actually mean you're absorbing it. So what we have the Digestive Ultra for is you have this during some 2 of your biggest meals of the day. And what this actually helps is it provides the extra enzymes that's missing in that food, because most food are overcooked and kills all the enzymes in that food. So what the Digestive Ultra does, it provides the extra enzymes in the food just to make sure that your food's actually getting absorbed and your body's getting, everything that it needs. And then our second pillar is what we call the cleansing pillar. So, as you brush your teeth every single day, guys, you have a shower every single day. Why do we do this? Because we want to stay clean. We want to look clean. Now, what our probiotic and fiber does, it does exactly what, it cleans you, but from the inside. It makes sure that, all the food that's there in your gut rotting away, because unfortunately the food is, our gut is our dirtiest place in the stomach. And a lot of problems that you have today actually start from there. And the average human actually has between 4 to 7 kilos of undigested food in their stomach. Yuck. So what our product does, especially the probiotic and the fiber, it helps get rid of all that crappy stuff. It helps get rid of all the undigested food and just gives your body that daily inside clean. Just like how you give your teeth the outside clean, just have you have a shower every single day, the probiotic and the fiber give your body the inside clean that you need. And then what we have is our super greens is the alkalizing world. So, unfortunately, as you saw in the graph earlier, it doesn't matter what you do today. It doesn't matter if you're a vegetarian, a vegan, or just going out there and enjoying your food. Unfortunately, unless you're having your own granny patch garden in the back and you're absolutely, planting your own vegetables and bringing it out of that ground and, eating them, unfortunately, you're not getting that nutritional value as much as what you need to. And unfortunately, we live a go, go, go lifestyle where everybody's running to supermarkets, everybody's running to takeaway stores, and really just eating on the run. So what the super greens is 1 scoop of super greens is equivalent to 24 servings of fruits and vegetables. So, I'm personally not a massive greens eater. So I love the super greens because with 1 scoop of super greens, I know that straight away my body's got all the greens that it needs for the rest of the day. So I don't have to sit there and have those 43 bowls of spinach. And then ultimately, our 4th pillar, the vitamins and nourishment, giving your body the nourishment and the vitamins it's needing. So, we have our essential vitamins that you just have through 2 meals of the day, just to make sure that your body's getting all those vitamins that it needs to work at its best. So then we have some additional products, starting with the Berry Blast. The Berry Blast, it's a natural energy kick full of antioxidants and only 9 calories. And unlike a lot of energy kicks, this one actually gives you, I guess it's all day energy, about 6 hours worth of energy. Whereas I know when I used to take a lot of energy drinks, I would be excited for about half an hour, then I'd be falling asleep for about 3 hours. But because our Berry Blast is full of antioxidants, it actually just ensures that you get non-stop energy throughout the day, so you're always feeling good. Then what we have is our weight loss, our MRP. Now, not everybody goes out there and has all their meals prepared. A lot of people live a go 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 lifestyle. Now I'm the type of guy who I generally like to eat all my food, but sometimes I just don't have the time, or sometimes I'm just lazy and I can't be bothered. My girlfriend's at work, and I just can't be bothered making food. So for me, the MRP is a great alternative rather than going to a fast food store, or rather eating something that my body doesn't realize want. So the MRPs are great. It's full of vitamins, it's full of protein, and it just gives my body what it needs. Just to, I guess that's why it's called the meal replacement. And ultimately, the YOR Repair Ultra. So this is definitely one of my personal favorite products, because what the YOR Repair Ultra does, it's a special enzyme blend that helps repair my cells and helps repair some of my muscles, but more than anything, helps me sleep. Because if my body is getting repaired, if my body is getting the nutrients that it needs, and then the YOR Repair Ultra has helped repair my body a lot quicker, because while we're sleeping, our body's supposed to be repairing. But what usually happens is most people wake up more tired than when they fall asleep. And I know a lot of people sitting going, "Oh, that's me." Well, unfortunately, what's happening is while you've been sleeping, your body's been having to work extra hard to repair, recover. Now, what the Repair Ultra does, it just helps aid that a lot quicker. So when you wake up, you actually feel like you're rested and your body's actually slept. So, and the difference between our products to a lot of products out there, because I know some of you have probably seen these type of products out there. What our products have is the YOR NDS, okay? The YOR Nutritional Delivery System, which is a special enzyme pattern that's pretty much guaranteed that these products will get into your bloodstream. And we're so sure that you'll get the results that we actually have a 30-day money back guarantee. So pretty much if you finish your products after 30 days, you're in 29 days, and you've emptied every single one of them and you don't like what you've got, you're not seeing results, you're not feeling better, just return them and you'll get your money back. I've never seen that in my years and years and years in the gym and purchasing these supplements for years now. It's generally, yes, you can return it unless you've opened the lid. But we are so sure that we're going to get the results, because we know our products is high quality and you guarantee the results, that we can offer something like this, offer something like the 30-day money back guarantee. So some of the product sets that we do have is, some of the product sets that we do have is the Go Green set. So the Go Green set is for those that really want to live a little bit more of a balanced life. They're not really looking to lose weight. They're not really looking to go into the gym and build a lot of muscle. Like, I've had a girlfriend for 4.5 years now. So, I'm done impressing her. So, for me, it's just about feeling good, going out there, enjoying that good lifestyle, like I said earlier, and just feeling good. So what the Go Green set is, it's just giving my body the essentials that it's missing in today's food, and just making sure, that I'm getting everything just to be healthy. Then for those that want to go out there and lose a little bit of weight, those that want to start, getting into shape and losing a little bit more weight, summer's only about 4 or 5 months away now, the Slim set is a great way. You just set up, the products have been set up, the Slim set is set up to help you get those best results. And ultimately the Sculpt set. So the Sculpt set is for those that really want to go into the gym, really want to put on a little bit of muscle, start, getting those abs showing. Obviously the Sculpt set is for you. So guys, these sets have been designed to help you get the optimal results. So, definitely have a chat to the person who got you onto this webinar and tell them a little bit about what you want to achieve. Tell them a little bit about your goals, because when we're like that, we can at least work out what's the best set for you. Now, unlike a lot of other companies out there, like I said earlier, I've been getting supplements for a very, very long time now. And, normally, when I go to buy some supplements and I purchase some, and they'll go, "Yep, is that also?" Yeah, they go, "Yep." And also, here's your receipt. That's all they really give you. Now, the reason I love this company and the reason I'm a part of this company is the incentives it gives back to its customers. Because, for us, with network marketing, we don't pay money, to high-end celebrities. We don't pay money on TV. Our happy customers are our advertising. So we always make sure that our customers are getting the best results ever, because we all know as human beings, if we feel good, if we're happy, we're going to tell the world about it. So what we have is incredible incentive programs to ensure that you get the best results. So we've got our Thermo Slim guide that generally helps you. It's a 52-page guide that gives you tips, that helps you how to take the products, that gives you lifestyle tips, exercising tips. All this is for free, just to ensure that you get the best results. And then ultimately on your right side, as you can see, we have the YOR Rewards program. Now, not a lot of network marketing companies, especially supplement companies, have something like this. It's an incredible opportunity right now. So what we have is the YOR Rewards program, and what that is, it's like a frequent flyer. So if you try the products and you start losing weight, if you start feeling healthy, if you start feeling like you have more energy, naturally, what are you going to do? You're going to tell everybody, okay? But not only that, okay? You're also going to want to reorder. Now, what we do is give you incentives every single time you reorder. You get perks and points back to your next order to ensure that you're getting taken care of. And as you can see here, once you get to an Elite Plus level, you're getting an extra 20% off, your auto ship. Okay, now that's what's awesome. That's what I love about this company, is it's not just about selling you a product, guys. It's ensuring that you're happy. It's ensuring that you're getting the best results. And, ultimately, this is what you really get for being a YOR Health customer. The Go Green set is just an example. You get 6 products for $335. But not only do you get the product, you get to enter the 8-week challenge, okay? The 8-week challenge is an incredible challenge that you get to set a goal, and if you can get the best results in 8 weeks, you can actually win about $1,000 worth of free products, second for $750 or third for $500. It's an incredible incentive for you to actually go out there, get incredible results, and in return, you actually get some free products in return. Then we've also obviously got the Slim Guide and Sculpt Guide. We've got the Your Best Body app, which is an incredible app to make sure that you're reminding you to take your products, reminding you to go out there and do your exercising, and just ensuring that you're doing everything possible to getting the results you need. And as you saw, we've got the YOR Rewards program. I just talked about that. You get ongoing support from that person, who's got you on this call. They want you to feel good. They want you to feel, amazing. Okay. And ultimately, as I said, it's a 30-day money back guarantee, guys. So what you really get for just purchasing supplements, this is an absolute steal. And that's one of the reasons we are growing at the speed we are growing at right now, because our customers are getting taken care of. Our customers are getting treated like royalty, because we want you to feel incredible just like these guys have. These are just some of our entrants from the 8-week challenge. And what I love about this more than anything, as you can see, people have lost weight, people have shredded, people have put on muscle. And the most incredible thing about this is, even though there's so many different types of results here, every single one of them have taken the same products. Okay. Now, a lot of people go, wow, that makes no sense. How does that work? Well, it's actually very simple. If you give your body what it needs, your body will also give you the results that you want. Okay. So give your body the nutrition that it's missing, and you're also going to get your desired results. But because you're doing it right, because you're giving your body what it needs, because your body's actually, not starving itself, because your body's getting the nutrients, because your body's, the enzymes are breaking your food down, because the probiotics and the fiber are getting rid of the crap, because of the vitamins are giving your body all the nourishment you need, you're going to generally find that the results you get stay with you for a lot longer, because you're doing it the right way. So guys, that's it when it comes to the product side of things. Now I'm going to move on to a little bit about the business. So if you have any more questions when it comes to the products, if you want to know any more information, if there's something still unclear for you, just have a chat to the person who told you to come onto this webinar. Ask them any questions that you have, because they're going to be more than happy, to answer it for you. So now let's move on to a little bit about the opportunity side of things. So before I get started into the actual presentation of the opportunity, I want to quickly share a little bit about my story and my journey in this business. So as you can see, this is me about actually 3.5 years ago in November in 2011. Just an average guy, this is a Nando's rooster. For those that don't, Nando's It's one of my favorite takeaway places. And, it was just one of those moments where I was just like a young kid going out there trying to find, the Nando's rooster. And, I was just that average truck driver, couldn't wait to pull over to read magazines. And, that was sort of the life that I was living. And this was, at the age of 25. Growing up, it definitely wasn't the life that I wanted to be living. I remember growing up, when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and, I kept on thinking about it. I'm like, well, I don't remember ever saying, oh, I can't wait to finish school. I can't wait to be 25 and broke. I can't wait to be 25 and, not enjoying my life. I can't wait to be 25 and, driving a truck. Nothing wrong with that, but it's not what I dreamt of doing. And ultimately, that's where I found myself, 38 months ago. I was working 2 jobs. Definitely didn't want to. I definitely, I remember as I was a kid, I didn't dream of working 2 jobs, but that's what I had to do. That's what I had to do to survive. With the world we live in today is tough, and working 13 hours a day, living pay to pay at the age of 25, it was actually obvious to me that that wasn't the life that I wanted to be living. But what I also found even more frustrating was while I was in that truck every single day, while I was driving all around Melbourne, because that's where I live, while I was driving all around Melbourne, I saw something else. I saw a lot of people were driving all these fancy cars. I was driving past all of these big mansions and big houses. I'd then look on Facebook and I'd see all of these people always traveling, always going to places. So, it was frustrating for me because I knew that the life I wanted to live, other people were already living it because I saw it with my own eyes. I was frustrated because I didn't know how I was stuck at 25, working 2 jobs, 13 hours a day, living pay to pay. And ultimately, that's where I felt lost because I knew the shoes that I was in was not the ones I wanted to be in. But I knew I needed to do something different, but I didn't know what. And then I looked into different businesses, but obviously, finishing high school, just going, straight into driving trucks and not really having any business knowledge was really hard for me. I heard about franchising. So generally, because for my love of Nando's, I looked into franchising a Nando's, which seemed like a good idea because it's all sort of done for you. And that was all well and good up until, I found out that you need about $450,000 to start your own franchise, which still seemed okay to me because they were growing quite rapidly. But the problem was the banks didn't want to give a broke 25-year-old any money. And that's where I felt stuck because I knew that the life that I was living wasn't going to create the life that I wanted. I knew that I needed to do something different, but I didn't know how. And ultimately that's what left me angry. It left me angry with my life, and it left me angry with the world. It just left me angry because I felt like I was in a human prison. I was living a life that I did not want to be living. I wanted to do something different, but I didn't know how. And, saying that though, today I look at that, and being in this situation 38 months ago was also a blessing in disguise. It was a blessing in disguise because when I was approached by this opportunity by a guy called Dave Nelson, a lot of people call me crazy for doing it. A lot of people call me crazy because I was getting into, network marketing and never even experienced network marketing before. But for me, I've found myself crazy not trying something different because it was obvious to me the life that I was living wasn't the life I wanted to be living. It was obvious to me I couldn't get into any other traditional business because I didn't have the money. So to take this business, which cost me hardly any money compared to any other business out there, I just knew I had to give it a shot. And even though I had no idea what I was doing, even though a lot of people doubted me, I saw this as, this can be my way out. This can be that one thing that can change my life forever. And, the last 38 months have been an incredible roller coaster for me. I've had my ups, I've had my downs, it's been an absolute journey. But, just like anything out there, you never give up. You always persist. You just keep on going. And, it's amazing what could happen with hard work. And today, I don't work 2 jobs anymore. I don't work 13 hours a day anymore. Living pay to pay, that's not living, having to live pay to pay, is one of the best feelings ever. Not to have to worry for that one day to get paid and then, counting my money to make sure I have enough to survive for the following week. That's one of the best feelings ever. And, I'm definitely not lost anymore. Life is my own oyster now. A lot of people say, money doesn't buy you happiness. And I do agree with that to an extent, but I do believe money buys you options. And what you do with those options will determine how, happy you are, because I definitely don't feel stuck now. What I mean by that is every single morning I'm waking up doing what I want to be doing. I'm waking up inspired. I'm waking up excited for my day because I know what I'm doing is going to create that life that I've always wanted. Where, I remember 3.5 years ago, I didn't want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to jump in a truck. I didn't want to get stuck in traffic. I didn't want to get, go and, drive trucks all day. But I had no choice because I needed to make money, so that's money at the end of the day is what drives most of us guys. And, ultimately I'm not angry today. I still get a little bit angry because a lot of idiots out there. But I'm not angry at my own life. I'm not angry at the situations I'm in. I'm very reserved right now. I'm very content with my life, and I'm very, very excited. And, today I've been able to, expand my, I guess, lifestyle a little bit. I've been able to, now this is my view living from the Docklands in a high-rise apartment. This is my view literally every single night. I've been able to upgrade my car and, get to drive. And, a car where if you told me 3.5 years ago I'd be driving, I'd laugh at you. To be able to barely afford fuel and, to now be able to drive a car that, one of the cars that I've always looked at on the street going, how did he get that? That's what I want. To be able to finally do that, this is just a little trophy for myself, to reward myself for my hard work. But, to be able to go out there and have success and build success with some of your closest friends, that's something money can't buy. It's one thing about having financial freedom, but if you're having it by yourself, while everyone else, around you has to work, it gets boring. You can only go traveling a certain amount of times. You can only go shopping a certain amount of times. So, what I love is, I'm building this with a group of people. I'm building this, with a group of people who want the same as me, who wanted more in life, who were sick of, just surviving. And, together we've been able to go out there and, every single one of these guys, were looking for something different. And, this is just a little bit of their own reward for their own hard work. And then, ultimately for me to be able to give back to my parents is one of the best feelings in the world. These guys, they've given me so much. And without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. They fled a war-torn country and came to Australia when I was 5 years old. And I've seen them do nothing else, but work for the last 23 years. If you ask me, they haven't lived. They haven't lived. They've existed, Working 23 years to work 5 days a week to enjoy 2 days off. That wasn't the life that I wanted to be living. And that's why I was so angry at myself at 25 years old, because I was living that exact same lifestyle that I saw them suffering at. I always wanted to go give back to them, but I couldn't even give back to myself. I couldn't even afford my own petrol, but now that I'm taken care of, now that I know that what I'm doing is creating that future that I've always wanted, I've been able to give back to them. And, this was a photo of sending them overseas for the first time in 20 years. And, once again, moments like this is priceless, absolutely priceless. Nothing can buy a moment like this back in my, again, I think about it. Whenever I think about it, I think about the way they looked at me when they were leaving. Whenever I think about the way they looked at me, when I bought them tickets, that just brings a big, big smile to my face. And, ultimately this year I was able to then, surprise my mum with a new car for her birthday. And, and to be able to go out there and really do that, to start giving back to your parents, start giving back to those that that have given you so much in return, it's an incredible feeling. And, ultimately, through this journey, we've been able to help a lot more people go out there and, create their dreams. And, it's always been my girlfriend's dad's dream to have his own car wash. It's always been his dream to have his own car wash. And, to be 53 years old and, still flipping pasta, wasn't a good sight. But, 9 weeks ago, we helped him open up his first car wash. And, to sort of see him now waking up every single morning excited to get to work because he's living his own dream. And, that's really what life is about, I believe, is living your dream following what you want to do and, going out there and just doing what you want to do. So, and this is just a photo of me in a blue suit. But in all seriousness, like, it's just a photo of, it's like, it looks, the way you guys hear me talk, the way you guys obviously see me dress. This was me 3.5 years ago. I was a truck driver. But it's just one thing that this is why I get really excited about this opportunity, because if a broke truck driver with no business experience, a lot of people, at least got an enter score when they went to high school. I didn't even do my exams, and if I can go out there and create this type of lifestyle, this was me speaking in front of 1,200 people. You wouldn't, at that time when I was driving trucks, you'd catch me dead, if I was speaking in front of, 10 people, I'd shit myself. So it's just incredible. And I'm a true believer of, if I can go out there and make this happen, just that average person who was just looking for something more, that average person who was sick of being broken, who was just looking for an opportunity. And I truly do believe that, it's the best platform out there to create wealth for that average person. So ultimately, that's what I'm going to be talking you guys through and going through a little bit more of the opportunity. Now, what I'm saying, I'm not saying network marketing is the only way out there. What I'm saying, it's the way that worked for me. Okay, it's the opportunity that I was waiting for. It's the opportunity that I had, and obviously the platform network gave me. It's helped me create the life that I'm living today. So, let's talk a little bit about, I guess, the shift and what we're seeing happen around the business world today. And, a very successful business person, I hope you know him, his name is Richard Branson, actually once said, if you want to succeed, find the problems in the world and provide a solution. Okay, now let's look at some of our problems in the world today. Well, let's just look at university graduates, what's happening right now. Well, unfortunately, these guys are finishing school and they've been sold, yes, go to university, get yourself an incredible, finish a degree, and once you finish a degree, you'll get an awesome job, which did work about 30, 40 years ago. But unfortunately, today, university students are finding it really, really, really hard to even find work. And those that actually do find work are getting paid less and less. Why is this? Because unemployment at the moment is actually on a 12-year high. People are finding it harder and harder and harder to find jobs every single month. Obviously, I don't know if some of you guys heard even this morning, Woolworths decided, they were saying that they're planning on getting rid of 1,200 jobs. Unfortunately, a lot of people are going to be left stranded. A lot of people are going to be left not knowing what to do. And, ultimately, this is what scares me more than anything, the Gen Y's $2 million price tag, okay? Gen Y, anyone under the age of 34 right now, is actually predicted to work till the day they die. They're predicted to be the first generation to literally do that, work till the day they die. And that's what really scares me, is because, I don't want to live that same life my parents have. I've seen them struggle. I've seen them suffer. I've seen them age from hard work. I will not do that. And that's what I got really excited about this opportunity for me, Just Steve Jobs, Bill Gates talks about it, that, jobs are about to get overtaken by robots. And by 2025, it's predicted that 50% of the world's jobs are actually going to get overtaken by robots. And, a lot of people laugh at this when they hear it. But if you actually look around what's happening in the world today, it's already happening. Go to a supermarket today and compare it to 5 years ago when there was a lot of ladies serving you. Now there's robots serving you. Go into a bank 5 years ago and compare it today. Unfortunately, everything's becoming automated. Amazon just launched their newest distribution center in America that's run by 90% robots. Why? It's just cheaper, guys. That's just what it comes down to. So, a lot of people talking about the economy is falling apart and this and this. The economy is actually not in a bad state. It's the jobs that are in a bad state, because the economy is improving because it's just easier for technology. It's cheaper to run technology. So the economy is actually growing. It's just that people, unfortunately, are losing jobs. And that's why it's predicted that the new depression, the new economy is only around the corner. So at the moment, the economy we have is the lower class, the middle class, and the upper class. Okay? What's been predicted is the middle class is about to get wiped out. Why is that? Because that's where all the jobs are going to get lost. That's where the robots are going to come in and take a lot of those jobs. That's where a lot of those jobs are going to get outsourced to other countries because it's just a lot cheaper. Guys, so unfortunately, this is just where the world is coming, okay? And you got to understand that the world, doesn't care what you think. It's going to change, okay? So you got to understand if you want to get into business, okay, it's not about what you like and what you don't like. It's about what's happening, and it's about you being a business person and adapting to the change a lot faster than other people. Okay, that's just what it comes down to. Those that got into the real estate game 30 years ago, bang, what happened? They got in early, they made a lot of money. The average person is getting into real estate today, not the same amount of money, okay? So in business, you want to be one of the first ones to find the problems and want to be one of the first ones to provide a solution. And then the other solution that we have is we've got an incredible product that can help a lot of people with a lot of health problems out there. You guys saw the slides earlier. You saw the incredible results people are getting. You saw how incredible people are looking, and ultimately, that's why we're growing so quickly, because we've got two of the biggest problems in the world, okay? And we've got a solution for both of them. And the thing about network marketing, though, is it's growing every single year, okay? It's growing staggering more and more and more. Now, why is network marketing growing every single year compared to a lot of other industries out there that are actually dropping every single year? Now, so I guess the difference with network marketing is, let's look at it this way, guys. Okay, over the last 3 years, let's just use 3 years as an example. Over the last 3 years, let's look at how much house prices have gone up. Let's look at how much electricity has gone up. Let's look at how much bread's gone up, okay? Let's look at how much, food's gone up in price in the last 3 years, okay? Now, let's compare how much your wages gone up. Now, unfortunately, what a lot of people do, they spend their entire lives playing catch up, trying to catch up. Okay, and now how are they playing catch up? They're always playing catch up by getting more and more jobs. Okay, in the 1990s and the 80s, it was the mum stays at home and dad works and everybody's happy. The mum takes care of the family, cooks the food, dad comes home at night, they have a family dinner, and we are all good. Okay, 2000s came along, but that stuff didn't exist anymore. Now, the average mum, the average parent, both have to work a job. Why? Because they're playing catch up. They're trying to catch up to inflation, okay? Now what's about to happen is the average person also is now the average family, is going to need a third job to survive, okay? How much longer do we want to play catch up for? Think about that, okay? Have you noticed that even though it doesn't matter how hard you work, okay, that your money situations are always the same, if not getting worse and worse, because we're always playing catch up. Okay, so network marketing is a great way. It's a great business model to help you create that extra income, but not see your family less. Okay, you're starting an online business where you can work from home. You can work from the comfort of your own hours. Okay, so while you can still spend time with your family, you can still create that extra income that's needed to survive. Okay, and then eventually, once that income starts growing more and more and more, and once you equal that income to your full-time job, then if you really hate your job and do what I did, you can get rid of your job. I started this as a third job just to catch up, okay? And then when I started making as much money on this as I did on my second job, guess what I did? I got rid of that job. And then I kept on going, and then 9 months later, I made as much money as my full-time job, and now this has been my only income for the last 2.5 years. And that's what's exciting, because this business is growing every single day, because in business it's all about providing solutions, and we have one of the best solutions out there to help that average person create an extra income but not lose valuable family time. And the direct selling business, what a lot of people don't understand is how big this business is, how incredibly massive this industry is. It's actually $178 billion industry. It's absolutely massive, okay? But if this impresses you, what impresses me is what some of the top earners in this industry are earning today, okay? $1.3 million a month, okay? And number 22, $300,000 a month. Now, what excites me, okay? And the reason, even though I've got some pretty good success today, the reason I'm still working harder than ever before is because most of these companies have been around for 15 plus years, okay? That's what's exciting. Our company is just over 6 years old, okay? So I know that we've got the best platform. I know that we've got the best product. I know that we have got the best company backing. I know exactly who the runners are behind this company. I know exactly what the founders have planned. And that's what excites me, because I truly do believe in the next few years we will be seeing and we will be climbing up these charts. It's just a matter of right now, who is going to want to go out there, play hard, and do it, because this will happen. Okay. Now, this is only for those that are willing to go out there and put in a lot of work. There's a lot of people. There's even more people out there that are just happy chipping away and making an extra $1,000 a week just to support their family. There's people out there that are just happy to make some extra money on the side to go on an extra holiday. Okay. The beauty of this business is your earning potential, as you can see here, is uncapped. You will earn directly based on what your desires are and how much work you're actually willing to put in. Now, guys, something that I wanted to touch base on a little bit was, I guess, a little bit of what we were taught and what I think was a big, big, big lie, okay? Because I got taught, go to school, finish your, do good, go to university, get a job, work for 50 years, and then retire on the pension. And you'll live happily ever after. Now, my problem with this is I've seen my parents live that life, and it doesn't work. My dad was supposed to retire at 60. He's now 63 and still working. Why? Because they've extended retirement until 70 now. Okay? Then I actually went out there and I talked to a few of the pensioners out there, and I asked them how it feels to live on a pension. If you want to know how it feels, go talk to one. I can tell you right now, they're not happy, because they're not living that life that they were sold either. That's what you really need to look at right now. Look at the people that are living that life. Look at those people that have been living for 50 weeks. Look at those people on the pension and ask yourself, do you want to be them in 60 years, 70 years? That's the scary thing about it. But what I love about network marketing, it's exactly the same. Just like anything, you have to start from the bottom, okay? You have to start. I started from my own tin shed garage, okay, by myself. Now I have business in 7 different countries in the world. But that didn't happen in my first month. That didn't happen in my second month. That happened in 3 years of hard work, okay? But in the last 3 years, I've created more money. I've created more freedom. I've created more of a future than I have in 8 years of working and not getting nowhere. Okay, so this business, guys, is just like any other business out there. You need to put in the time. You need to put in the effort. But hey, this is just my philosophy. I would rather work my ass off on this for 10 to 15 years and be retired at the age of 30 to 40 than work till 90. Then make just enough to get by, So network marketing is a great business model out there. It's something you build. And if you build it right, if you build it properly, it can pay you for the rest of your life. But not only will it pay you, that growth will just keep on growing. And, some of the top people in the world right now are all going out there and writing books about network marketing. They see this industry. They see how it's all coming together. Not to mention, the third richest man in the world, Warren Buffett, in 2004, investing in 4 network marketing companies and saying it's the best decision he's ever made, investment he's ever made. You got to ask yourself, why is someone like Warren Buffett investing in network marketing companies? Well, the reason is because he can see the future. He can see the future. He sees about what's happening in advance. He sees where the businesses are going. He sees where, everything's going, and he wants to get in early. That's a job as an investor, to get in early, okay? What did the old Marko do? The old Marko used to just think about what he's going to do on the weekend. The old Marko used to just think about where he's going to go and get drunk. And unfortunately, I understood at that age, I got taught a very valuable lesson, okay? Be careful who you take advice from, because whoever you take advice from, be prepared to live their lifestyle too, okay? So what I looked into it then was a lot of my friends who were telling me that I'm an idiot, that I shouldn't do this. I also saw that none of them were living the life that I wanted to be living. I knew I had to change the way I was thinking. I knew I had to change my thought patterns because I was sick of being broke, and my thoughts led me to being broke. So you got to be careful, guys. Whoever you take financial advice from, make sure that they're living the life that you want to be living first, okay? It's a very, very important lesson, and a lesson that I unfortunately learned at 25. I wish I learned it earlier, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. You learn from mistakes. Now, the supplementation game, it's an incredible game at the moment. It's absolutely growing, and, you don't even need to see these graphs. Just imagine when you went to a supermarket, 5 years ago to when you went to a supermarket today. And remember how many supplement shops we had out there? Imagine, look at how many supplement shops we have today. It's incredible how much this industry is growing. Why? Because it's in need. Everyone is starting to understand that they need supplements. But what's really crazy is in the next 5 years, it's actually predicted to double. So what you've seen happen over from 2001 to 2013 is actually predicted to double in the next 5 years. Now, this excites me because I know we have by far some of the best supplements on the planet today. I know it. I've seen the result. I felt the result. I've seen my parents feel the result. I've seen my closest friends and family feel the results. And that's what really, really gets me motivated, because I do know that we have the best supplements and we are going to take a dominant share of this market in the next 5 years. So, why Your Health in general? Well, guys, we've pretty much had all the ticks of approval by anyone that you need and anyone can you get. So, Dr. Charles King, network marketing analyst, he said he's been quoted to say, I've evaluated this company and given an A+ rating. Now, this impressed me because I never got an A+ rating. So I'm like, if this company can get an A+ rating, they've already done better than what I've done. Robert Paul, former FTC, former FTC general counsel, he's been quoted to say, Your Health has the right product at the right management, at the right place at the right time, and he's safe with the FTC. The DSA, the Direct Selling Association. To be a part of the DSA, you need to get audited for 52 weeks, okay? Adolf Franco, okay, the vice president, said Your Health is a trajectory to becoming one of the biggest companies in the DSA because they're doing it right. Now, that was all exciting for me. The company has been growing and every single year has been the 5,000 fastest growing companies. We also won the DSA's Rising Star Award in Health in 2013. Predicted, not only were we then, not only did Adolf Franco said on trajectory to becoming the biggest company, he backed that up by giving us the Rising Star in Health Award, okay? Now, what's exciting when it comes to general business, guys, is what you see here. The general foundation and I guess the S-curve that we call to a business, okay? And anyone starts this way, okay? Apple started in the garage, Facebook started in a hotel, university dorm room. Everyone started somewhere, okay? But when you're going to get into a business, you got to be careful about when you get into a business. Now, obviously I'll use an example right now. If you got into Apple, you could make a little bit of money. But Apple have had their incredible growth. Apple are up there at stability. Apple going to keep on growing, but that massive growth where, you absolutely see domination like you saw Apple dominate the last 5 years, unfortunately, we've missed that growth. Now, what's exciting right now is, we've been in Australia for just under 4 years now, 3.5 years and something like that. And what's incredible is what we've been able to go through. At the moment when we first started, shipping was $95 coming from America. Today, you have your own distribution center in Sydney. You used to get paid by check every 3 months. Okay, now you get paid every single week. The company is a registered company. Our product, our business is also registered by the DSAA of Australia. Our products are some of the only company out there to have all of their products registered by the TJ. So the Therapeutic Goods Administration has looked into our products and they are saying it's all good. The company have put in a lot of time and a lot of effort into really setting us up, and that's what's exciting, and that's why we're growing, and that's why I'm so confident, because I know how much effort the company are putting into us. I know what they're doing for us because they also see the growth we're about to have. Now, when it comes to business, guys, it's all about timing. That's what it comes down to. And right now, to be honest, there's never been a perfect timing. We spent 3.5 years of making mistakes. We spent 3.5 years of learning what not to do. And even though we've learned what not to do for 3.5 years, we've already got some really good results. So what we're looking for right now is those people that want to come in, that are looking for something different, that are looking for that opportunity to pioneer something, that are looking to ride this business through the momentum, that are looking to make a lot of money through this if you want to make a lot of money through this. We have set up the platform and now this is exciting. It's time to really turn that engine on and really get going. So, I'm really excited for where we're going, especially in the next few years in Australia, not to mention the plans that we have through the rest of the world. So, to get yourself started as a promoter, we've got the promoter set, which is $840 and gives you enough product to set up for you to try and also set up 2 parties. Then ultimately, we also have the entrepreneur set. This gives you enough product for you to try, set up for 10 parties and have a few little extra products to give for samples and, retail a few if you really wanted to, but you also get your $60 membership waived here and $50 off shipping. So, what I find I love about this company is what you actually get. What a lot of people don't realize is what you get for the price, okay? This is what's incredible. Name me a traditional business that you can get started for such a cheap price, okay? But you don't only get products, okay? You don't only get products. You get put into Facebook pages with the top earners in the company, and every single day they are giving you tips. They're keeping you motivated. They're keeping you accountable, and they're just giving you all the support that you need to ensure that you succeed in this business. The tools you get, the full training website, the business startup booklets, the business encyclopedia, everything that you need to succeed, you get all of this for free. The admin section, what the company have designed and the app that we have and the whole admin section is a whole totally different level. Anybody that's seen our admin section, their minds get blown at how state of the art this is, okay? We have leadership training with Dave Nelson, the guy that's one of the top earners, actually the top earner in the world right now. We have a monthly leadership training with Dennis Wong, the co-founder of the company. We have weekly trainings. We have weekly org meetings to keep you accountable, and not to mention the 24/7 support and mentoring you get. All of this, guys, you get all of this for just purchasing products. And that's what excites me about network marketing, because like I said, my Nando's, the franchise that I want to open up was going to cost me $500,000 just underneath. This business has cost me, barely anything compared to that. But not only that, I've made my money back in my first few weeks in the business, and I've profited since. I don't have big overhead costs, and I absolutely love it. I get to work from home and, really enjoy myself. But not only that, you unlock business in 30 countries around the world. Okay, and the beauty of social media, the beauty of the internet is you're open to all of these countries. You can expand business to wherever you want, as long as you have an internet connection. This time last year, I was actually living on the Gold Coast, moved to the Gold Coast for 6 months. And while I moved on a long-term holiday to the Gold Coast, working from my laptop, my business actually doubled. And that's what really excites me. And I mentioned the name earlier, so I want to quickly tell you a little bit of a story about a guy called Dave Nelson. So this is a guy who got me started into this business. And, I remember catching up with Dave in 2011, and, you could just see his pain. You could just see that he was excited that he came to Australia and he had this company, and you could just see that he was going to take this business a whole new level. Why? Because at the age of 24, he's been through 13 jobs. He was still borrowing money off his parents, still couldn't even afford to put fuel in the car. And, when I really met this guy and I really saw what he was doing, I really saw that in his eyes how hungry he was. I knew I had to get started with him. And, this is just a small, journey of his 4 years in the business. And, only a few weeks ago moved into a brand new mansion up on the Gold Coast. So, incredible work by Dave. And, this is what really motivates me, is it shows me what's possible when you just go out there and work hard. And Dave, just like anyone else, gone to the age of 24, going to 13 different jobs. But all we did is we just follow the system and get it right. But, Dave could not have made it for it by himself. This business is all about teamwork, helping other people. And as that quote says, there's no greater thing you can do with your life than serve others. And the more people you can serve in life, the more money you get. That's just the way it is out there. So what we do is we have a platform to help a lot of people that want to make an extra income, make an extra income. We also have incredible products that are helping a lot of people get incredible results. And the more people you can go out there and help in the world, the more money you make. So guys, how does this work? Okay. What are the steps? How does this work? Okay. First is the fast start. So what we want to do is we want to get you started. Why do we need to get you started? Because you need to try the product. You need to feel the product. When you feel the product, when you feel the difference, when you feel more energy, naturally as a human being, you're going to want to talk to people. That's what we do, okay? Then we're going to schedule you in for your first training, the first 48 hours, just to help you really understand how to move this business, help you set up your plan, take you through your pre-party booklet, and really find out what you want to achieve, because ultimately this is your own business. You run it at your own pace and how fast you want to do. So we find out what you want to achieve, what your goals are, where you want to take this, and then we help you set up a blueprint for it. We help you come up with a list of 50 people, just a starting up list, and get this going. Then what we do is we organize a pre-party training, and we help establish your why. Why? Why do you need a why? Because you need to know why you're doing this. Like I said at the start, this business will bring you ups and downs. But if you know why you're doing this, you will understand, I could never quit on this business. Why? Because I can never quit on my parents. That's just what it comes down to. I can never quit on my future family. And, ultimately, we help you create the success mindset, because success is 70%, mindset, 30% skill. That's just what it comes down to, okay? Creating that right mindset. And that's what we do. We help you create that mindset. We give you all the tools. So everything you just saw me do, the good news is if you weren't paying attention, that's fine. You got videos for all of this, okay? Up until you're confident to go out there and speak to people, you've got videos for it, okay? A video that'll tell you all about the product, a video that'll explain to you all about the business, video that'll explain to you all about network marketing, all the videos that you need, all the training videos, everything that you need. We have the videos ready to go, okay? And then we help you invite your first 20. We really sit you down and we hold your hand literally and we help you invite your first 20. We present and party. We bring you 7 guests in 7 days. Okay, that's the deal. We want to go out there and help bring some. We got so many different. We got webinars like this. We got freeway calls. We got one-on-one chats. We can catch up, or you can also host your own party. Those that want to grow quickly will host their own party and really do this properly. Okay, and then ultimately what we want to focus on is help you hit Rising Star, and then help 6 of your friends hit Rising Star, and then you've qualified for the luxury car bonus. And that's just a small milestone for you, to really get this business going. And ultimately from that, we help a lot more people get healthier. We help more people make more money. We help more people expand their businesses. We help even more people win the challenge and get healthier. And our businesses will grow and grow and grow. And then eventually you will also be living that life that you never thought was possible. So that's it for me, guys. I really hope that you guys got a lot out of tonight. I've tried talking as quickly as I can. I had a lot of information to get through, but I just want to leave you guys on a quote that I live by. If you don't build your own dreams, someone else will hire you to build theirs. And unfortunately, that's where a lot of people are at, working their asses off, making just enough to get by to help build someone else's dream. But I know how it feels. I know how it feels not to have money. I know how it feels to live week to week. I know how that feels. I was in that situation too, but I found a way to take control of my life. I found a way to, take control of my future. And I really hope that